Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday carry people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker here, and today we've got a look at a knife that I've done a review on, and I did some stuff to it. It's actually the Civivi Exarch, or Civivi Arch, or something like that. I ended up taking this apart, taking the scales and dyeing them purple because I think they look fantastic. And when I put it back together, probably I think I screwed up because I have not been able to get this blade centered. It's pulling over to the lock side quite a bit. So we're going to yoink it open. We're going to see what we did wrong, and we're going to put it back together, and we're going to straighten it up. This is a gorgeous little front flipper in a D2 steel with a hollow back or a hollow grind knife, and it is just like the perfect gentleman's folder. It is really, really flippy. It cuts like a demon because it is so thin with that high hollow ground. It's nice and light. I mean, extremely light, and it's, it's small, 3.2 inch blade, so it's still got some EDC capabilities as well as some EDC creed. Nice little deep carry pocket clip, and less than $100. I think I paid around, $70 or so for this in Canada, which for a D2 knife of this kind of fit and finish when it first came, I thought that was all right. So we're going to yoink it open. I've got a couple other things here to. So I've got my my screwdrivers. So it takes a T6 and a T8. I've got my nano oil, 10 weight nano oil, and then I've got my thread locker. Now, I have got, normally what I do here is I use the blue thread locker on most of my my knife screws and stuff like that. But I also wanted to say it is possible to use this particular item. Now, these are Worth, and I work for Worth selling shop supplies. Now, this particular one here is called hydraulic sealant. Now, it is got a little bit of a sealing properties, but it's also purple. And I actually found out that this is an extremely low strength thread locker. So now we don't want to ever put like kind of red thread locker in our knives because it just about welds the screws in there, and you need some heat sometimes to get it open, and you strip some, especially these T6 screws, these little smaller ones here. If you've got some red thread locker in there, not throwing any shade at anybody, Spartaco, they used to have red thread locker in their knives because they didn't want you taking it apart, and there were so many screws that were stripped up from the red thread locker. The blue thread locker is normally pretty good, but if you ever have that knife that's being taken apart all the time, or you've got a little screw that's continuously kind of rattling loose, this low strength hydraulic sealant will do the trick. And it is very, very similar to just a thread locker. It's a purple thread locker is what it is. And if I can get it out. Oh my goodness. Did I just do that? Wow. Okay. Well, that was a huge fail. Gonna restart this video.